Hi friends, welcome to today's video. Today we're going to talk about vision boards. So if you feel overwhelmed trying to set goals or to create a vision board that truly reflects the place that you're in right now, today I'm going to guide you through a simple step-by-step process that not only will help you to define your goals and dreams, but also to help you really ground them in your core values. Well, why is this important? Well, because when your goals align with your true self, then they become much more meaningful and you can feel genuinely inspired to pursue them. So, thank you so much for being here today. I'm Kathy Weens, the owner of Kathy Weens Coaching. I'm a 65-year-old women's empowerment and trauma recovery coach, and I help women of all ages overcome life's challenges and live a life of purpose and passion. And that's what we're going to talk about today with vision boards. How do we develop those goals and those dreams, those things that we really want to do? And in the second half of life, it's so important to think about that. I always say, if not now, when? When are we going to do it? So thank you so much for being here today. I hope this is helpful for you. Okay, so the first step in this process is, what do you want to work on? That's a pretty simple question. So consider the goals and issues that you may want to work on as you create your vision board. Now, before we dive into creating your vision board, let's be clear on what you really want. So take a moment to think about the areas in your life that you'd like to grow in or improve or transform. Could it be your health, your career, maybe your relationships, maybe something else? Maybe it's personal growth, or maybe there's a dream project that you have wanted to do. This year might be the year to actually do it. And you can write these goals down. Now, don't overthink it, just kind of do it quickly. And these don't have to be perfectly polished or final. Just start brainstorming. What is calling you? What's calling your attention right now? And so really thinking about that in your body, what feels right to you that you want to do right now or to do this year. So think about that and write those things down. So the second step is to reflect on and assess your values, because we really need to think about what our values are so we can use those to create our goals. And when we do that, our goals will have so much more meaning in our life. Now, I have created a worksheet that lists many, I can't remember how many there are, but there are several different things that we could value. Things like friendship, health, love, education, whatever those things are. I'm going to link that in the description so you can actually use that worksheet to figure out what your goals are. And so in the process of this, we narrow it down to three different goals. I'm sorry, three different values that you have. So this worksheet is all about figuring out what are your true values. Really making you narrow it down to just three can be helpful to really pinpoint what is important to you. A little bit later in this video, I'm going to share my vision board and the three values that I identified, and then how I put goals and action steps to those. So first, we want to assess and reflect on what our values are. And then we want to think about, how do our values contribute to our goals? Okay, so as we reflect and assess our values and how they contribute to our goals, there's three things that we can think of. So the first is that our values help us with our clarity, to provide us with clarity, to help us understand what truly matters for us, and that ensures that our goals will align with our authentic self. So that's really important reason to figure out, what are those things that you really value. And then next, we're going to look at motivation and action. So when your goals are rooted in the things that you truly value, they're going to feel more meaningful, and that will inspire you to consistently put effort into achieving those goals, because the foundation of those goals are your values. And then if we connect our goals with what our values are, that's going to help us prevent burnout, and we're going to stick with it longer. And consistency is so important. So value-driven goals helps us to focus on what fulfills us. So that reduces the stress of chasing unwanted achievements. So when it's something that we truly want, we are going to be able to stick with it longer and not have it be, something that we just do in January and then let it drop off in February and for the rest of the year. But defining our values will help us stick with these goals longer. And then the step 3 is that we want to visualize that ideal life. So visualize your life as if you were fully living by these values. So how would you spend your day? Those values that you put down, those 3 that you identify, if you were really living with those values, what would your environment look like? How would you spend your day? How would it be different than what you're doing today? And so as you think about these values and how you can live them out, consider your physical environment as well as your emotional environment, what you're thinking and feeling, and then your relational environment. Who are you spending time with? What do your relationships look like? So the next part of this in visualizing your ideal life is to be specific. So writing things down is so helpful. That can take it from the emotional part of our brain into the thinking part of our brain. We want to write down what we might see, what we would hear, what we would feel, what we would experience in this future vision that we have, which is fueled by those specific goals. Okay, so then in step 4, we want to take these values and make them into meaningful goals. So we want to link the goals to our values. In each area of your life, you can brainstorm different goals that you have that align with your core values that we've already identified. So a way to do this is to write out the value. And so look at what the value is that you've identified. And then what is a goal that you want to work on this year that is related to that value? And again, I'm going to share an example of my vision board for this year and how I did that. So I have just 2 things here. You might want to do that for the 3 values that you identified. And then what are the goals that you could put with those values? And then next, we want to break down those goals into action steps. And action is so important. We can think about things, we can dream about things, but until we really get some action steps, nothing's going to happen. And so as I have here on the slide, you have your goal that you identified in step 4, and then you want to put an action step. So what are you going to actually do to achieve that goal? So maybe you have a health goal. You want to get healthier. You want to exercise more. Well, the action step then would be that you're going to walk 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes a day. That's the action step. So we need to have those down to help us really achieve those goals. And then going back to the value that's behind it. So if we really value health and we want to exercise more, that's the goal, then the action step is walking every day. So I want to share my vision board with you, and this is maybe a little bit hard to see, but what I did in this, my 3 values that I put down were health, self-respect, and wisdom. Okay, so I did this this exercise that I'm going to link below, and so those were my 3. So for health, I wrote down, and also another thing that you can do is get some words or quotes or affirmations. And so for me, when I was thinking about health, kind of what came to me as an affirmation is what I put here. I am healthy, so I can accomplish what I want in life and be there for myself and for my loved ones. Okay, and then the action steps that I put down was to lose weight, to have healthy lab results, to have less pain, to have more daily exercise, and then just to feel better in my body. Okay, um, maybe those aren't really good action steps, but anyway, so the next one was self-respect, to continue my journey of self-respect. And so for that, I put down, I respect myself so that I can show up in the world as who I truly am. And when I'm there for my true self, I can give my best self to the world and to the people I love. And so some things I want to do for that, some goals, and then these can be put into action steps. This is a working document, so I'm not totally done with it. But I can journal more and meditate. I can process my feelings. I can practice gratitude. I can take action in doing all of these things, and I can be uncomfortable. I put that down because my word for the year this year is discomfort. And so as I continue my journey of self-valuing, self-respect, I want to challenge myself. I want to do things that maybe feel a little uncomfortable. And then the last one was wisdom. And in that one, the goal is to increase my business, grow my business, because I really believe that my knowledge, my education is really about wisdom. And you know, I'm 65 years old. I've been through some things in life, and I'm not being arrogant, but I do have some wisdom that I can help other women as they go along with their journey. And so I put some action steps for that, and I know they're hard to read, so I won't go over those. One of those things, though, is to increase my YouTube channel. So I hope you will like and subscribe to my channel. That will help this information get out even further. Okay, friends, so that's basically what I have to say, but I want to tell you one more thing. So if you would like to get together and share what your visions are for this year, maybe you've been watching these videos and you have created your own vision board. I'm having a live Zoom call on Monday, February 3rd, and I just would love to have you come and share what your visions are for this year. And like I said, if you've made a vision board, I would love to see it. The link for how you can register will be in the description, so please come and join us. And again, if you like this content, please share it and subscribe to my channel. It just helps it get the information out to more people. All right, thanks. Bye-bye.